Now joining us live with the very latest is SABC News reporter Jade Pulser. Good afternoon, Jade. What do we know about the latest arrest of the 7th suspect?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Nomfundo, and to the viewers back at home. And yes, news broke earlier that a 7th suspect was arrested. What we do know is a 30-year-old male. We also know that police were looking for him and finally apprehended him, bringing the number of suspects to 7. We know that 6 suspects have been arrested, 2 in Eswatini and 1 today. We are expecting that 5 suspects will be appearing in the Durban Magistrates Court tomorrow. There still is that extradition process that has to take place with the 2 in Eswatini, so it remains to be seen when they will be brought to South Africa. But here on the ground, we've been asking people in Durban how they feel about the news that has broken, that suspects have finally been apprehended for the murder of AKA and Tibz, and many of them are saying they are relieved. We spent the better part of the morning here in Florida Road, just a few meters away from the Wish restaurant where it happened, and just speaking and engaging with people. Many are saying that they are happy, also likening it to the Senzo Mahiwa casing, that this particular murder case took too long to bring the suspects to book, and they are hoping that once the suspects appear in court, that the trial will commence swiftly and they will be put behind bars. But to get a better sense of what people are saying on the ground, I am joined by Snare and Tabang. Thank you so much for joining us on SABC News. Now, Tabang, I think I'll just go straight to you. Just your sentiments and thoughts about what has happened, how far it has come. I mean, it's been a year since we've been watching this case and been hoping that suspects will be arrested, and finally they have been.
Yeah, so I'm actually glad that finally now there are suspects that have actually been found. It's been a year since AK has actually died, and it brings some sort of justice to not only just the nation but to the entire world, to know that there are people, that those that were actually involved in his murder, that have actually been found, and that justice is going to be served. So that actually does bring a sort of happiness to us here to actually find out. Yeah.
And for the better part of the morning, we've been speaking to people as the SABC, and some are saying that, you know, in a case that is so high profiled like AKA and Tibz, for them not to find the suspect and for it to take so long, it kind of made the ordinary South African feel like they were not protected. But this gives them a bit of solace that perhaps police are doing their job, they are fighting crime.
Yes, no, definitely this does bring hope to us all to know that police haven't actually just behind scenes what we can say that in the front end we might perceive them as they're not doing their job, but this does actually prove that they are actually doing their job, and with this case we get to actually see it live and with the nation watching as well. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Tabang. I'll move over to Snare. Snare, you've also been following the AKA case. Talk to us about your feelings. How do you feel about these suspects finally being arrested?
I'm glad that they have been found, and also that it shows that justice will be served, and hopefully
Carry on.
And hopefully the case will be closed from now onwards.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us, Sneh and Tabang there. Just, you know, speaking about the fact that these suspects have been found, many Durbanites are also saying that, you know, the fact that AKA was gunned down here in Florida Road, in Durban, it left a bit of, you know, taste for them. The icon used to come and perform so many times here in Durban, and when the news broke that he was killed, many were very sad, especially those that followed the music, followed his upward trajectory in the music industry, but really happy that finally justice has prevailed, and that these suspects have been brought to book. Nomfundo, like I said, tomorrow we are expecting 5 suspects to appear in the Durban Magistrates Court, and we'll bring you the latest with that on SABC News. I'll leave it there and hand back to you in studio.